Here I'm is. Here I'm is. Where y'all at? You gotta tell me something. Oh yeah. Here I am alive at 5, still alive. Feeling much better today than last Tuesday. Man, is that a little too much mood lighting? I think it might be. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's better. Well, while you're all gathering in, I need to find something real quick. It's right behind me, though. I think. Nope, that's not it. Found it. All right. Man, I told you I made a post today. I got a lot to talk about today. Yes, sir. And man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think you know this about me already, but I don't even like to comment on stuff that's just like, you know, like the stuff that everybody's talking about everywhere. You know, certain subjects that happen in the media, and every son of a bitch in the earth is talking about it the next day on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And I don't like talking about it. But there are two things in the media. One may be old news now. It happened like in the middle of last week. So it could be old news altogether. But man, I want to comment on that son of a bitch that got his ass handed to him by Mike Tyson. And if you've ever had to deal with as many drunk son of a bitches as I have, you understand that whole mentality 100%. I do not blame Mr. Tyson for unloading on that fucking asshole. Not one bit. Matter of fact, I think the kid got off real easy. Because Mike could have really, really hurt that guy. And I got to watch what I say. You got to watch what you say on here because, you know, Facebook hasn't been purchased by Elon Musk. So there's no real free speech on here yet. But you have to watch what you say because some things you say may be seen as a threat. So I don't want to threaten anyone, but I'm going to tell you what. Of course, you know, the guy's got an attorney already, and they're looking into, you know, pressing charges. But I'm going to tell you what, man, I would contribute to a thing helping Mike Tyson with his funds so he didn't have to come out of pocket for that. Because I was so happy to see him hand that guy his own ass because he wouldn't leave the guy alone, man. I mean, I know famous people, you know, they take a certain chance going out in public. I mean, you know, you're gonna get noticed. You're gonna get spoke to by people. I mean, most people. And not all, but by no means, but most people would just want a quick acknowledgement, and then they're done with it. I mean, I don't know. I guess if I was sitting on the plane, I saw Mike Tyson, you know, coming down the aisle, I'd be like, Mike, and I'd be done. No, don't worry, Mike. I ain't gonna sit and talk to you for the whole 3-hour flight, 2-hour flight, whatever. No, I'm not going to sit there pestering you. But more power to you, Mike Tyson. And I hope the whole case gets thrown out of court. I know it probably won't, because this is, oh yeah, well, you infringed on, well, whatever, man. That guy infringed. That guy crossed the line. That guy stepped into a damn place he didn't need to be. I can't even say on here what I wish he'd have done to him. Because, oh, you're getting violent. No, I'm not getting violent. I'm just drinking some tea. Tea. Hell, me and Alan King saw Wolfman Jack on an airplane one time. We didn't rush up and knock him down and, just, hey man, it's Wolfman Jack. Yeah, okay. Another thing I'd like to talk about is Twitter. I had a Twitter account. I haven't done anything on it since 2018. I don't understand Twitter. I couldn't tell if what I was posting was getting to enough people. I couldn't tell it was having any kind of effect at all. So I just stopped using it. I don't care about it. And I'm not going to go use it now. I seriously doubt it. But the fact that there's this huge meltdown because Elon Musk bought it, and now it's going to be free speech, I've only got one comment. That's the only comment I got to say about it. Okay. As you can see, I am crossing off all my I got a lot of topics to talk about today, man. But first, a top 10. Now, these two top 10s I'll be doing today, I'm going back to music. I had one last week that was not music, and I did an impromptu one. I don't remember what they were. One was wrestling. I remember that was the one that was impromptu. But comics, yes. And but I'm back to music today. These two top 10s go kind of hand in hand. You know what? I'm going to start with the lesser known of the two first, and then I will do the more popular one toward the end of the program. My first top 10 for today, I gotta fix this light. This light's bugging the shit out of me. Alright. Maybe that's not bugging the shit out of me as much. Maybe it is. I don't know. Man, I can't tell. Look alright? Look weird? Yeah, come on, y'all gotta tell me something. This top 10 Captain Beefheart top 10. Number 10, Sue Egypt from the dock at the radar station. Dock at the Radar Station is a great album. I think I need to say this, though, going into Captain Beefheart. Man, an honorable mention is every time that Beefheart like goes off the rail and it's just like nuts and crazy. I love it. There's so many times he's done that over, on all his albums. There's a group of albums where he didn't do any of that. Number 9 for me is from one of those. My number 9 favorite song is Observatory Crest. My number 8 is also from the non-out-of-control, non-avant-garde Captain of Beefheart. Number 8 for me, Peaches. Number 7. I got 2 songs listed here because it was going to be tough for me to decide, but I think I've decided after thinking about it for a little bit. And my number 7 is also from Dark at the Radio Station, called Brick Bats. Brick Bats in the fire, they squeak and roast there. Oh! Number 6 for Captain Beefheart. Her eyes are a blue million mile. Love it. Man, Captain could do some of that. He had a really good blues and R&B voice, when he wasn't being crazy with his voice and doing the avant-garde stuff. He had a really good voice for that stuff. This kind of leans more into that kind of stuff. Her eyes are a blue million miles. Number 5, White Jam. Number 4, 25th Century Quaker. Number 3, Electricity. Number 2, Captain going back into that R&B, that smooth groove. I'm Glad. Love that song. My personal number 1, I think, is the first song I ever heard by him that just made me go. And that is from Trout Mask Replica. It is the opening track. It's called Frownland. You've heard me say it before. My smile is stuck. I cannot go back to your frown land. I ain't going back there. All right, that's first top 10 for the day. Yeah, Stephen, I love that earlier stuff too. I love the song Candy Corn too a lot. He had a perfect blues voice. Let's see. All right, I got a few topics here I need to discuss. I want to tell you guys about the first time in my memory, to my knowledge, that I went to a big city. I'll tell you when it was, where it was. It was 1970. I was living in Severn, Maryland. I guess I've told you guys this before, but Dad was Air Force. So he was in Fort Meade, Maryland, which is why we lived in Severn. And let me look at the date here. Bear with me just a second. I'm looking at something that's got print way too small for me to see. And I still can't see it because I don't have my glasses. But it was 1970. And Dad took me to the next to the last game of the World Series in Baltimore. And it was the Orioles versus Cincinnati Reds. Man, you talk about culture shock. You know, I mean, I lived in, up to this point, you know, I was born in 63. It's 1970. What am I, 7 years old? 63, 7. Yeah, I'm 7 years old. I'm 7 years old going to Baltimore for the first time. And man, I just remember getting on that stretch of road that would take us to the stadium, the baseball stadium. And I saw guys wearing suits, tie, shirt, coat, laying down on the sidewalk, drunk. I mean, I thought somebody shot him. I was like, damn, Dad, what's that? Just old drunk. Don't worry about that. And I saw prostitutes. I'd never seen, didn't see nothing like that in the old trailer park. Didn't mean there weren't any. I'm just telling you, I didn't see them. Of course, at 7 years old, what did I know what to look for anyway? But saw prostitutes. I saw cops outside of some bar, man, and I see this dude, a white guy with a black leather vest, big black armbands with spikes on them. He's bald-headed right here, but he's got hair on the sides. He's got big old mutton chop sideburns where he's got a cut right there across the... And man, blood is all over this guy. And the cops are talking to him, and I see him just sitting there calmly talking. And man, I'm just like, man, this damn Baltimore is like wide ass open. And it was daytime. But the World Series was happening, man. I mean, there were thousands and thousands of people there on that area, you know, and it's just like, I'm just like, well, damn, if there's this much excitement before we even go into the game, I don't know what to expect in the damn game. But recently, I would say in the last year or so, I found my ticket stub from the World Series. I guess Mom had saved it, and I was going through, you know, I told you I've been going through the vault. The vault also entails, or includes, stuff that Mom left behind when she had passed away, and I found that ticket stub, man. She kept it all this time, and it looks like it looks like it's brand new. And I went on eBay and I found a photo of the 1970 Baltimore Orioles. And man, when I was a kid, I could name every one of these guys, man. There was Brooks and Frank Robinson, Jim Palmer, Earl Weaver, was Boog Powell? I don't know, man. I guess if I saw a better picture of him, I could remember some of this stuff. But here it is, right here. I'm gonna go in close. I know it's gonna be backwards now, but I'm gonna go in close and let y'all see that ticket stub, man. Look at how good a shape that's in after all these years. And the price on it then was $10. Now you keep in mind this is 70, and I did one of those value conversions. You know, $10 in 1970 is the equivalent of what in 2022, and it's like 60 or 70 bucks. So like a $10 ticket was like, you know. But man, I'll never forget that. You know, and I'm not looking for some violins to play and all, but you know, the old man and I didn't have a whole lot of good memories. You know, we butted heads most of most of our time together here on Earth. It wasn't all bad, but the good times. I guess the good times really stuck out, man, and that was one of the good ones. And man, I remember seeing the game we were at. The Orioles lost, but they won the series. Like, if we'd have gone to the next game, it would have been the end of the series, and the Orioles would have won. I remember seeing people upset, but that was quite a shock for a 7-year-old. That's, all I've been used to seeing at that point is trailer parks, man. Being military, we just moved from trailer park to trailer park, and in between times when my dad was stationed, we'd go back to New London because my grandma and grandpa had a lot for us to park the trailer that already had a place for their septic tank. They could hook up to the well, all kinds of stuff. So, that was like home base until in 1974 when it became permanent home. My mom and dad were from there originally. I was born in Florida. My brother Greg was born in Baltimore. So, man, I think he was born in 70. I think so. He was just like, what month was that? Let's see. Man, I can't see the damn date. It's so small on here. But Greg was either not born yet or he was, only a couple weeks old. But let's see what else I got here on my list. Oh, another current topic I'd like to discuss, just because it's too much to let slide. They're wanting to do Apple, I guess, is wanting to do a pregnant man emoji. Well, I saw the emoji. It looked like a man with just a beer gut, or a man with some kind of severe gut trouble, and rubbing it like, oh, damn, man, oh. That's what was wrong with me all week. I was a man with severe gut trouble. Oh, yeah, I won't go into too much detail here. But I hate to tell Apple, but a man can't get pregnant. I know that you're supposed to allow people to identify with whatever they want. And we're all supposed to go, I'm not doing it. Men cannot get pregnant. That is a fantasy icon. It's a fantasy. Not a fantasy I have. That's all. I mean, that's just true. I mean, I may get bumped off of here for spreading false information. I tell you what, fact checkers, prove to me that my statement is not true. Oh yeah, some good old tea. We got some shows coming up in here. May 20th. Friday, May 20th. The Tipsy Burro Saloon in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a free show. It don't cost you nothing to get in the door. The Tipsy Burro is a great, great restaurant. Tex-Mex food. And we always get there early. We set up, we break bread with the people that come, it's all set in the sitting area. It's relatively small. But they find a way to get everybody fit in there. And you can sit at the bar and you can sit at, over toward the stage and stuff. But, we eat dinner in plenty of time to let it make its way to where it's going. Stephens want to know if I'm a come back. Steph and I drink coffee every day, Hans. 2 and 3 cups a day. I love coffee. But, man, I've already gotten confirmation of people coming to this show from Canada, from Pennsylvania. Oh, shit, man. Let's get a roll call going on. Is anybody here coming to Tipsy Borough? And the next night, the 21st, we'll be playing in Virginia Beach, Virginia at Scandals Live. Scandals in Virginia Beach, Virginia. So that'll be May 20th and May 21st. And then, man, it's going to be slim pickings for a while. Yeah, not many times you're going to be able to get to see ANTiSEEN in 2022. Toward the end of summer, Malcolm Tent, our bass thumper, is getting a very neat, very, very important, urgently needed surgery on his wrist. And how long will it take recovery? Well, I don't know. We're not in a big hurry to jump out on the road, man. I don't know if you noticed or not, but gas is like $115 a gallon. Oh shoot! They're gonna shadow ban me. But you know, like I was supposed to go to Raleigh tomorrow to get my car serviced from my main John Adam, who also happens to be our road dog. But man, I had to cancel because the problem I have is not severe enough yet to where I needed to drive all the way there, pay for the part, pay for the labor, and drive all the way back and be you know, flat broke for a few days. But Malcolm said something. I say, hey, Malcolm, can you re-say? Did you say something to me, or did you say something? Were you talking to the people? If you were talking to the people, just write people. But if you had something to say to me, please say it again. You know, I can't touch the phone and scroll because I'll end up taking a picture, sending this in a text to somebody, going offline. You know, I'll mess it up pretty dang good. Sorry, Malcolm was talking to the people, so he wasn't even talking to me. All right, so in record news, are you sure Hank done it this way? Test pressing has been approved. The 7-inch press at Cascade is getting a much-needed tune-up. The print has already been sent off. And we're going to see that single sooner than later. And in what seems like has just been forever and ever and ever, the print for Live from Quarantine #1, the reissue of #1, is in. The cover, inner sleeves, labels, poster. This version comes with a poster. The back cover is slightly different. It does not have the information about the live broadcast because we did not include the DVD in the reissue. And it'll be on black vinyl. But it comes with a poster. I'm not sure how big. I mean, it's about like 12 by 14 something. But it's big enough that, you know, if you tell the wife, hey, I'm going to hang this up, she's going to die. You ain't hanging that. Look, I got to listen to you listen to Jeff Clayton do Break On Through every Tuesday, and I ain't going to sit in here trying to watch my favorite program and see him up there doing some damn Ultraman pose with blood all over him. I ain't having it. So it's big enough for that. So there you go. I want to hip you to something. There's a because it involves a ANTiSEEN member, and it involves some very, very dear friends of ours and ANTiSEEN members' kid. Love It to Death. The music of Alice Cooper. Sir Barry Hannibal plays drums for this tribute band. Our good friend Steve Wenzel plays guitar. Andy Krause, another good buddy of ours, on guitar. Dave Wynkoop. Now Dave and Steve are doing we're kind of doing a little R&B thing on the side together. So, you know, we've all known each other for decades and decades. But Mad Brother Ward, his daughter, is the lead singer of Love It to Death, the music of Alice Cooper. They've got a video of them doing Muscle of Love floating around Facebook right now. If you go to their page or to Steve's page, you can catch that. It's really, really good. I think you guys will dig it. It's definitely a different take on the whole tribute thing. No guy that's looking like Alice, you know, and I'm gonna do Alice imitation. It's almost like their whole entire unique take on the Alice Cooper music. So I'm real excited to see that. You think it's time for another top 10? I'm thinking that's where we are. There's something I got to get over there to bring over here, and I'm going to do that right this second. All right, here I am, quick as a flash, no cash, TC on JC. But anyway, this top 10 is my top 10 of Frank Sinatra? Nope. Zappa. You see how that kind of links with Captain Beefheart? Number 10. I can't wait to see what it's like on the outside now. Yeah! I love that song. Outside Now is number 10 for me. Number 9. Now the Zappa freaks are going to go, "Ah, damn, Jeff Clayton, why you pick one of the most damn well-known," because this is my top 10, okay? My top 10. Number 9 for me is Crying for Charlena. Don't you know? I like every version of that song. And you know, Zappa, I read an interview with Zappa, and he was talking about, you know, like people were asking, why do you record every show? He's like, you know, man, my audience, it's not like they get tired of hearing Charlena. It's like they want to hear this lineup of the group do this version of Charlena, you know? And it's like they do it, you know how they do it. They do different every time, man. And I love that song. I love it, love it, love it, which leads me to number 8. Girl, you thought he was a man, but he was a muffin. Oh, Muffin Man. And you know what I like most about that song? When the singing stops and the guitar solo that goes all the way to the end of the song, man. That's Zappa unleashed. Love it. Number 7 on my Frank Zappa top 10. Bamboozled by Love. Oh, Lord, the shit done hit the fan. Man, I love when Ike Willis sings the Frank Zappa songs, man. I love it. Ike Willis is a great singer in his own right. And man, I love to hear that man sing. And I like Bamboozled by Love. Yes, sir. And number 6, also an Ike Willis lead vocal. Lucille has messed my mind up. Lucille. But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you here, right here. There was a Zappa band member named Jeff Simmons who did a solo album on Straight Records. And the album is called Lucille. I guess Jeff Simmons wrote the song, I guess. But Zappa plays on his album. But on his album, he does Wonderful Wino, which Zappa freaks know as being on Zoodle Lures. But he did his own version of Lucille Has Messed My Mind Up, and I think it's better than the Zappa version. Now, Zappa plays lead on it. But I love that song. I love both versions. I love the reggae version that Zappa does on Joe's Garage with Ike singing. And I love the rockin' lead guitar thing that Jeff Simmons did. Man, if y'all ever get a chance to find that Jeff Simmons, now finding it on vinyl might be a little steep, but there was a CD version, and then I think most of that stuff's on YouTube. Jeff Simmons. He's got great songs, man. And it's just like songs like I'm in the Music Business, Appalachian Way. Like I said, Wonderful Wino. It's a great record. Still very, very unknown. An unknown record by, a guy that was in a pretty famous band. But number 5 for me, You Didn't Try to Call Me. Now, that's off those early Mothers of Invention albums. When, Zappa used to mess in the doo-wop stuff. He liked a lot of that doo-wop music that, a lot of the Latino community liked out there in California. And I think this was a pretty damn good tribute to that, It wasn't as doo-wop as like maybe don't go cry on somebody else's shoulder or something, but it's from that 50s type song. They do the I love it. Number 4. Have you seen us, Uncle Remus? From the Apostrophe album. I think it's one of Zappa's best vocals. And I love the lead guitar break in that song. Man, when Zappa's playing that SG like he did on this period of stuff. I mean, when you've got a catalog as vast as Frank Zappa, I think most people will tend to gravitate toward one section more so than, the whole thing. I do appreciate stuff in every bit of it, even the orchestra stuff and all that. But man, when he was playing that, that red wood grain SG, man, playing the leads on that, man, that stuff's incredible. And I'll continue into that. My top 3 are all instrumentals. 2 from the album for which this song is named, Zoot Allures. This is my number 3, Zoot Allures. Number 2, another Zappa instrumental. This one from the album The Grand Wazoo. The song is called Blessed Relief. What I finally got after about a week. And my number 1, and man, this has been my number 1 for decades. If you say, what is your favorite what is your favorite Frank Zappa song, I'm going to just like roll off, bam, Black Napkins. There was a great video of him playing this on the Mike Douglas show on YouTube. And he's playing through a little pig nose amp. And man, it's just amazing. I love to hear him play that guitar during that time period. It's incredible, man. Y'all should go listen to it tonight. You don't got to listen to the interview. You know, interviews kind of, people trying to interview Zappa, but it's just, sometimes it seemed a little futile. But when he plays with the Mike Douglas orchestra over there, man, it's amazing. But I would like to give one song a honorable mention because the first album I ever heard by Zappa was "We're Only in It for the Money," and there's a song on there called "Take Your Clothes Off When You Dance." It's one of the things they did with the voice manipulation. There will come a time when you know, and that kind of thing. And I don't know, Malcolm Tent might have to clarify this, verify it. I think there was a surf instrumental version of that song on Lumpy Gravy toward the end of it somewhere. And I love that too, man. You wouldn't know it, but that "We're Only in It for the Money" is what influenced ANTiSEEN to put the little in-between song spoken word pieces and all that. That was inspired by listening to that record. So now you know that. So, that's my 2 top 10s for today. Beefheart and Zappa. Malcolm says it's an early instrumental. Is that the surf instrumental that they put on Lumpy Gravy? Because I know Lumpy Gravy was just tape spliced all together, correct? I mean, like, there was no rhyme or reason to it. But there is one that sounds like surf guitar. Like, ding, 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 ding. I love it, love it, love it. I love his tea, too. All right. Man, boy, this time has flown by today. Man, I got something. See, man, I told you I was supposed to go get my car fixed, but I couldn't afford it, man. I got to drum up. I got to drum up some bread. And I'm going to show you these, man. I got all 6 issues. I think there was only 6 issues of Malfact magazine. Now, I can't even flip through this and show you what's in here. I can't even really show you the backs of these. Yeah. But man, these are, all right, you know, these are from like the late 90s. Let me see if I can find, see man, I can't show any of the insides of these. This is pretty subversive stuff from old buddy of mine, Tom fucking Kreitz, who I am very sad to announce. I found this out by talking to Mark Rainey at TKO a few years back, but Tom took his own life, and I did not know that. And I was very shocked to find that out. But it's got artwork in here. Now, by names you'll recognize. Nick Bugas, Mike Diana. Tons of stuff by Tom Kreitz. But it's nothing. That's all it is. There might be some with some interviews, but I'm telling you, I can't show any inside. But I'm selling the whole group. So if you're interested in this, I mean, you're seriously interested in this, contact me. Do direct message on my page, not the ANTiSEEN page. Man, sometimes I don't see the ANTiSEEN messages. Malcolm has to tell me, hey, man, you got messages on the ANTiSEEN page you need to look at. And I'm going to leave you with 2 messages, okay? I made a post a week or 2 ago, and it was about my granddaughter, Winter. And her mom asked me to take it down. But she's been in and out of the hospital. And man, I'm not going to go into too much detail. To be perfectly honest with you, if I go into too much detail, I'm going to get really upset. And but that little precious baby is having one terrible time. And I would just like to ask if you out there that are praying type to please do so for her. And please include her mama and her dad too. But I want to end on a happy note. I'd like to remind you all that tomorrow is the First Lady's birthday. That's right. Rebecca Clayton's birthday is tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you how old she is. Be honest with you, man, she don't give a fuck about that whole, I'm this old. She don't care about that. But I'm not going to, announce her. Because the one time I would be, I wouldn't tell everybody. But tomorrow's her birthday. So if you would, I'm going to make a post for her. But if you would, go on her page, Rebecca Clayton. Wish her a happy birthday. You can start at midnight tonight on the East Coast. But I'd appreciate it. And man, it feels good feeling good again. Like a wise man named Elvin Bishop once said, it sure feels good feeling good again. And I'm not 100%, man, but I'm telling you, last Tuesday, I was at about 30%. Whoa, I did not feel good. I stayed out of work a day and a half last week. Yeah, my vacation time is just dwindling away. But, so glad to have you all here with me today. And, hell, next week, right here with me, on Break On Through, will be the one and the only, like there is no other, my brother from a different mother, Trip McNeil. We'll see you all next Tuesday here when we do what we do. We break on through.